Under the auspices of President Mobutu from the heartland of Africa, live and direct from ringside in Kinshasa, Zaire, this is David Frost welcoming you to the World Heavyweight Championship fight between the champion, George Foreman, and the former champion, now the challenger, Muhammad Ali. Produced by Hemdale, Leisure Corporation, and John Daly, Video Techniques Inc., and Henry Schwartz, and Don King Productions. This is the biggest, most expensive single sports event in history. Right now, the biggest live audience ever is gathered to watch this fight at the closed-circuit cinemas of America and Canada, Nigeria, France, the American Forces Network in Germany, and View Sport in Britain, and many more. Live on television. It's live on NET in Japan. It's live on Channel 7 in Australia. And on a delayed basis, there's Poland, there's Yugoslavia, and many more that will make up a final estimated figure for this fight, watching this fight, of 1 billion people. Alongside me here, my co-host, Mr. Jim Brown. Who looks the fittest to you? You've been following the fighters all through.
Yes, I've been with them for at least a couple of months, but I think it's a standoff. Both fighters in excellent condition tonight, David. We have a third party here, Mr. Bob Sheridan. Bob is going to do our blow-by-blow tonight. Bob, what do you think about this fair tonight?
Well, Jimmy, I think the big thing that you have to look at when you're considering this fight is the fact that both fellows are in peak shape. There is no doubt about that. Muhammad Ali has that singleness of purpose we talked about in the Vince Lombardi days. He has all that going for him. George Foreman has the youth on his side, certainly tremendous strength. I think one big story that we haven't mentioned could be the heat here tonight. It's probably in the 80s, and the humidity is probably in the 90s. It's got to take an effect, and which one goes first could be the answer to this fight. Ali, 17 fights since the layoff, 15-2, 8 knockouts.
Great scene going on the stage there now. On the world stage, in fact, at this very moment in time. I don't think we can catch it with our microphones, but...
Ali, obviously, David, yelling across the way at George Foreman, trying to psych him and taunt him. This is all part of his tactics. This is something we're going to have to see the younger fighter, whether he can tolerate this, whether he will. That man looks pretty serious himself right there. Cracks a little smile as he looks towards our camera. There's a face of determination. 220 pounds of sheer muscle, a strong, speedy individual with tremendous courage. And now we have a man at ringside who knows quite a bit about it. And David, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Yes, I'm sitting here next to Joe Fraser. And Joe, I was just wondering at the moment, what are your impressions thus far? What do you sense of the mood? I saw you at ringside over the other side.
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
How you doing, Joe, baby?
Okay.
Good to see you.
The main thing about it, David, both guys look like they're in good shape. They all seem like they're in good spirit. Everybody kidding around with each other. I should see it a good fight. Nobody look like they're afraid of each other, that's for sure.
Are you making any predictions?
Well, I guess anyway from 1 to 15, I hope it'll be a good fight. I'll take on the champion.
You're backing the champion.
You better believe it.
And between 1 and 15, you're taking any range. Could it actually go the full distance?
Well, I would say yeah, then I'd say no. You know, I really don't know what to say because I haven't visited the camp so far. I just seen news media and different things, what the guys be doing, but I don't really know what's going on.
But Joe, one question.
Yes,
Do you really think that Ali has a chance? Now, you know.
The way I feel about Jimmy, don't mind going, Jimmy.
Not at all.
The guy's just two-man out there, and everybody
both of them.
That's right, and I think the guy got a good chance. I mean, he got two hands. He's been working for 2 months altogether, so therefore he should know what he has to do.
You respect his skill.
Oh, I respect all guys with two hands, believe me.
We should have a good fight soon.
And in fact, at the moment, does he look fitter to you than he was in his last fight with you, or less fit, Muhammad?
I would say I think he's about maybe 2 or 3 pounds lighter.
2 or 3 pounds lighter.
I would say he's about 2 or 3 pounds lighter. They'd say about 216. I'll give him about maybe 213, 214 pounds. Maybe 13.
Joe, one question to ask you. Both of these fellows are capable of dishing out tremendous punishment. One does it with one punch, the other does it over a period of rounds. How can you just make a comment on that for our worldwide audience?
Well, I would say that, my man over here been able to give it out, dish it out. I think that George is capable of dishing it out. I don't know about taking it, but as a big man, he's a big man. He should be able to take most anything.
Well, that's the view of a man who should know. A man who should know. Joe Fraser is going to stay here with us and watch the fight with us. It's getting very close to fight time. blow-by-blow commentary is going to be by Mr. Bob Sheridan. Will be taking over in a moment or two to give us the blow-by-blow, and at the end of the first round, we'll come back, Joe, for a comment from you.
Well, I think it should be a real good fight, and somehow you guys just got me here working. How about that? I come to have a vacation and watch the fight. Hey, I'm calling blow-by-blow.
For free.
Watch it, boy.
Well, next time you're going to get $5 million for working this out.
Yeah, how about that? Good. I don't mind doing it. I enjoy it.
That's a nice thought, isn't it?
Jim around, so therefore it's always nice being in his company and yours.
Well, you know I
Thank
love
you,
you,
Joe.
Joe.
Look at this now as they stare. Muhammad Ali beginning to talk to George Foreman. They're really putting the stare on each other. George Foreman has that serious look. Ali definitely talking to him. Look at the stare on George Foreman. Look at Ali give him the word. So the stage is set. We're just about ready to begin. Round one, the heavyweight championship of the world at stake. There can be no more pure form of sport than a heavyweight championship fight when two individuals, finely tuned athletes, climb into the ring. This time, the championship is at stake, and $5 million will be paid to both fighters. Ali ready, Foreman ready. We're waiting for the opening bell. The enthusiasm begins to mount here. One thing we want to look out for is just how fast this man, George Foreman, will open. As we mentioned, in his past several fights, he hasn't gone in the past 4 years beyond 2 rounds in any fight. Can Ali dance and stay away from him? Is George Foreman's thundering punches going to be too much for him? Is the left hook that is so devastating, the tremendous left hook, going to stop Ali? Here we go, Ali quickly across the round. Round one, Ali bouncing around, shifting left for right. George moves slow. Ali gets the first punch in. A light right hand taken on the forehead by George Foreman, the champion. Foreman moving slow, trying to stalk his man. Ali looks like he's ready to go here. He's not staying away. He's going after his man. Foreman comes in. Foreman a bit cautious in the first round, looking to drop that left hook. Man to the far corner. There's that left uppercut and jab to the body of Muhammad Ali. Ali tries to hang on to the head of George Foreman. Foreman dances now. Moves Ali with a right hand lead again. Has Foreman slightly confused with that right hand lead, which I haven't seen too many times before. Ali certainly dancing, slipping punches, sliding around both ways. Foreman's idea is to back him off in the corner, and when they get tight, to wail away with that vicious hook to the body of Muhammad Ali. Ali lashes out with a light left. A straight right hand. Forehead of George Foreman. George Foreman again takes the light left inside as he tries to work to the body of Muhammad Ali. That's Ali on your right. Foreman on the left. A wild left hand thrown by George Foreman. Taken on the side of the head of Ali. The pace is tremendous in round one. George Foreman with his face to you. Ali to the left. Ali tries to tie him up. He's leaning on Foreman. Foreman with a vicious uppercut misses. Ticketed for the head of Ali. Ali stands back, ties his man up, leans on the rope, tells him, whispers in his ear, taunting him. So far, Ali looks pretty impressive in round one. This Foreman throws a light glancing blow, ticketed for the head of Ali, but goes over the shoulder of Muhammad Ali. Ali shifts right, bounces left, takes the light left on the side of the head. Wild left hand thrown on the side of the head of Muhammad Ali. Look at the referee, Zach Clayton, having his problems. 1 minute left in round number one. The heavyweight championship between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, live via satellite, direct from Zaire, Africa. That punch did no damage. That one did. 2 wild right hands taken on the side of the head of Muhammad Ali. Ali continues to try to tie his man up. Zach Clayton separates him. Wild left hand, vicious hook. There's a real strong right hand just underneath the heart. And Muhammad Ali is taking some punishment now. About 25 seconds left in the round. Ali, face left, throws the straight right hand. That right hand lead has George Foreman slightly confused, but a straight left jab thrown by Foreman has Ali in the corner. Ali dances back, hangs on. What a tremendous, tremendous pace in round number one. The hook to the body of Muhammad Ali. Zach Clayton, the referee, separates them. About 8 seconds left in the round. Round one, Foreman and Ali, ending round one. Here we go, round number two to determine Ali. Get off his stool in between rounds. George Foreman sat down all the way. Ali with a